raisin cookies. We're going to start off with 1 stick of butter softened, which is equal to 1/2 cup. And we are going to use brown sugar and use 1 cup of brown sugar. And it's going to be packed. You're going to pack it down in the cup. It's okay to make a mess, you just clean up afterwards. So 1 cup of, and then you take a hand mixer and you cream together the butter and the sugar. Okay, and you cream it together and it should look like this. And then you add 1 egg. And you add the egg and the butter. And then you take a 1/2 teaspoon, a 1/2 tablespoon of vanilla. Half a tablespoon of vanilla. One teaspoon of baking powder. It doesn't matter what kind of baking powder, just baking powder. Or vanilla, it doesn't matter what kind of vanilla either. You flatten it out and you add it. And then we're going to go with a 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. I just used the cheap stuff from Walmart. It's like 88 cents for a thing of cinnamon. That's what I use. Doesn't matter. So you add that. And then you're going to add, this is optional, but they say you really should use it. And it is a 1/2 teaspoon of kosher salt. It has to be kosher salt. It can't be regular salt. It has to be kosher. That's why I poured it over the sink, because you make a mess. And then we mix that up. You stir in the flour and the raisins and the oatmeal. And you need 2 tablespoons of flour. Again, I just used the cheap stuff. Nothing really expensive. We're on a budget, so we don't really go extravagant. And that's 2 tablespoons and 1 cup. And 1 cup of flour. So 1 cup plus 2 tablespoons. And then, again, we use the cheap stuff. Raisins, a cup of raisins. One cup of raisins. And then you're going to use 1.5 cups of rolled oats. They have to be rolled oats. And you're going to use 1.5. Woo! Okay, you're just going to mix it. You're just going to mix it until it's combined. If you mix it too much, it's going to be dry and hard cookies. You don't want to mix it too much because they'll be hard. So then you take an ungreased cookie sheet. And you take a spoon and you round it off. And you put it on there and you flatten it slightly. Just flatten it slightly. And you continue to do rounded teaspoons. Flatten them slightly. You drop rounded mounds of dough onto your sheet and you flatten them slightly. And then you bake them at 350 degrees until lightly brown on the edges, and the middle will still look undercooked. About 9 minutes. So after about 9 minutes, it should be good. Bake them on the middle oven rack. And that's it.